Hello everyone, welcome back to Fantasy Tales. Today we will be diving into more theory crafting on the creation of the Changelings and how they came about. To know their lore, check out my video on the lore of the Changelings. This one took a lot of thought, but in the end I found this idea to be the most mysterious and spooky of them all. Also, I'm a bit sick for this recording, so don't mind if my voice sounds a bit raspy or, sick as usual. But anyway, strap into your time machines as we take a look through the past and discover how the Changelings came to be. First, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Lets me know you enjoy this content. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the gaming channel, where we have recently finished our first Minecraft series and have plans for an epic battle. With that said, let's get into it. The Changelings' records into the annals of history would begin sometime around the Battle of Killerhead, used as spies and saboteurs for the Gum-Gums. To find out how exactly they were made, let's go into what we do know of their creation. When Jim discovers the existence of changelings in Arcadia, Blinky would tell him what he knew of their origin, saying how the Gum-Gums kidnapped their children, and through their use of their magic would change them. Goblins would also be sent out to capture human babies and bring them back to the Darklands, where they are replaced by their changeling familiar. By whatever magic they used, it creates a bond between both child and troll, one that cannot be broken unless the child should escape back to the human world. The troll can then transform into said child and grow into an adult human without anyone suspecting a thing. It also gives the changeling the ability to watch their familiar through the mucus they spray onto an object, such as a mirror. The changeling also adopts a lot of human qualities in its troll form, being much more skinnier and sneaky than a traditional troll. Now that we have gone through what we do know, let's go over what we don't know. Starting off, how does the bond between the infant and the troll work? Through the use of Gum-Gum magic, which is most likely shadow magic, they bind the body and soul of the troll with that of the infant, thus carrying both qualities of the two over. The troll will acquire more human characteristics, human features in their troll form as they grow, as well as the infant's look, which it uses to infiltrate the human society, which can be seen by both Strickler and Nomura. While the infant will acquire the troll's long life, which prior to this I had claimed that the milk the goblins gave the babies kept them alive longer, which could still be the case, but the more likely solution is their bond with their troll counterpart that gives them their long life, as trolls usually live to be over 1,000 years. The next, how does removing the changeling from the Darklands affect the bond between troll and human? Well, that could be a topic for its own video, but the short answer is that the Darklands has a nonchalant connection to its inhabitants, with the Gum-Gums and other beasts showing similar features of themselves to the environment of the Darklands itself. Perhaps, during the process of binding the two together, the magic in the Darklands helps to power the spell, binding the connection to the Darklands, where the bond is strongest, with it also being the best place to keep them. As no one in their right mind should go into the Darkland. It helps sustain the spell and keep up the magic that the Changelings use to shift in and out of human form. Number 3. Why does the Changeling have the ability to see their familiar? I don't ask how, that is easily explained by its connection to the infant. But why? This seems to be a pretty useless power and a bit too wholesome for a creation of Morgana. Perhaps it is a sliver of Morgana's caring side for her children, as the Changelings are known as. Or more likely, as a torture tactic to the Changelings to show what they can never be. A full human and a full troll. Yep, that sounds like our Morgana now. Now for the more interesting side of their creation. If you have watched the show or have just seen the thumbnail for the video, which you obviously have, then you should know how when the Changelings reveal their other side in their human forms, their eyes glow red. Obvious bad guys quality, but that's not all. I noticed something about the look of their eyes. Let me show you something. Did you see it? The color eyes of the Changeling and the eyes of Bular look exactly the same. But how? How can they have the same eyes? Then it clicked. Why does Bular treat the Changelings so badly? Not just because of the overall hate trolls have for Changelings, but it almost seems like jealousy. Could it be that the Changelings are made with the DNA of Bular, making them technically his siblings? No, that is impossible. Oh, let me tell you, it is. On the day Bular died, he was able to come back to life, even though a sword punctured right through his body, meaning that he was able to absorb the energy coming from the sword and reanimate himself. How could that possibly be any use to the process of creating a changeling? Well, remember when I said that the magic of the Darklands could have been used to fuel the bond? What if by using some of Bular's blood, they were able to properly absorb the power of the Darklands into both the infant and the troll in order to bind the power within them? This could also answer why Bular has such disdain towards Changeling over being their brother, and thus a contender for the appreciation he seeks from his father. Call me crazy, but the signs are there and are right in the open to be said. Which is why after his death, there was no new changelings introduced to the series beyond not Enrique, who Bular was alive to bring into the fold, which only adds to build upon this theory. A counter-argument for this might be the hate Bular has for them. Well, that could also be answered by his simple desire to please and release his father at any cost. The Changelings aren't the only possible candidates from this, as the Stalklings also share the glowing red eyes that are prevalent in Bular and the Changelings. Perhaps they were made by Gumma to act as beasts of war, and their ability to walk in sunlight is also attributed to Bular, or an ability of Gumma. Though that is a tale for another day. A bit of a wild one there, but I'd been thinking about that one for a while, and I couldn't just leave it up to myself forever, and Halloween seemed to be the best time to bring this up. but this is the end for me. Leave a like, comment on a future video, and subscribe. And may the glory of Merlin be with you always.